Welcome you to the IELTS speaking test. I will be your examiner and you will be the test taker today. Are you ready? There will be 3 parts in the IELTS speaking test. In the first part of the test, I would like to ask you some questions about yourself. Can you tell me your name?
My name is Thu Anh.
Can you spell your name?
Yes, it is THUANH.
Let's move on to the first part. Are you working or studying right now?
Well, currently I am a university student at Foreign Trade University. My major is business administration.
Why did you choose that major?
Well, there are several reasons why I chose that major, but I think the biggest one is because I have a great passion for business and also because my whole family does business. So I consider it as my professional pursuit.
Where is your hometown?
Well, my hometown is actually here. I was born and bred in Hanoi, and I've been living here my whole life.
What do you like about your city?
There are possibly many things, a variety of things that make me really interested. The biggest thing is probably the locals. I love the friendliness and the hospitality of the people here in my city. They're very friendly and I often hang out with them a lot.
Let's talk about noise. Which do you think makes louder noise, in cities or in the countryside?
Definitely in the city. I myself am a person who resides in the city, so the city is a place that produces a huge amount of noise, and it is really annoying for a resident like me because they come from factories, they come from traffic on the roads, and so on.
What noise do we have in cities?
Yeah, like I mentioned in the previous one, they often come from factories or anything, any buildings, or from the people, because in cities there is often a significant number of people living here, so noise often comes from a variety of sources.
Now, let's talk about concentration. Are you a focused person?
To be honest, I don't consider myself to be a person who concentrates well. I have a very low concentration span, and so when I am studying or when I'm working on my assignments, I can get pretty easily distracted.
How do you stay focused?
I think that I often try to detach myself from the distraction sources, such as notifications from my phone or any messages that I receive, because they are something that just grabs my attention immediately. And so I often try to refrain from accessing them immediately.
Is it easy to stay focused in a noisy environment?
I would say no, because when there's a lot of noise around you, it means that there's a lot of distraction. And so when we experience these distractions coming from different areas, it creates a diffusion. And so we become less focused on exactly the thing that we are doing.
That's the end of part 1 of the speaking test. Okay, next, I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make notes if you wish. Do you understand? Okay, here's some paper and a pencil for your cue card. You have 1 minute to prepare your answer. Okay, please speak up to 2 minutes about this topic. Please describe an adventure that you would like to take in the future.
I've always been an avid traveler, but recently I've only bought package tours from reputable travel agencies. Although I have taken several motorcycle trips and gone backpacking to some of the northernmost provinces in my country with my college friends, I still have a great thirst for adventure, and I plan to make a tour around Vietnam. To me, this sounds really adventurous and exciting, so when an opportunity turns up, I'll start packing my suitcases right away and also prepare for hitting the road. In my opinion, it should last for about a month or two, as I won't be able to visit many places. However, I don't want to think of any time limits. If I get this inner feeling that my curiosity is filled up with enough knowledge and impressions, I'll go back home and share such thrilling experiences with my family and friends. I believe a motorcycle trip is best for me, as I'd like to get off the beaten track and also explore places with unspoiled landscapes. I would definitely steer clear of tourist traps or any popular holiday destinations like Da Nang or Sapa, but I'll drive through the countryside and mountainous areas, getting acquainted with locals as well as traditions. I can imagine how independent I'll become. I will stop whenever and wherever I want, for example, if I see an amazing sight or just want to, stretch my legs or buy something. I also love taking a leisurely stroll in every street food market, going on a hunt for the most unique souvenirs for my friends and family. Without any doubt, this trip is probably very worth doing, as it will not only provide me with the possibilities to broaden my horizons, but also charge me with positive emotions for many, many years behind.
Thank you very much. That's the end of your 2 minutes. So now we're going to move on to part 3 of the speaking test. We are going to continue to talk about adventures. What kind of personality should people have to experience a lot of adventure?
To actually immerse oneself in adventures, I would say that people need to have an open mind, and they need to have like this ability to be flexible, because adventures mean exploration. And I believe that people should be receptive to new ideas as well as maybe risks, so that they can acquaint themselves with adventures in a better way.
Will experiencing adventure broaden people's horizons?
Yes, for sure. Because when people go on adventures, it really expands their perspectives. So for example, going to a different country or taking different leaps, trying exotic foods. Those are all the adventures that some people might not dare to take. And when they do, it really broadens one's knowledge about everything in the world.
Who likes to read adventure books?
In terms of preference for adventure books, I think people who prefer to read adventure books, maybe they often, they have a sort of physical limitation or something that keeps them from actually exploring and going to different places. So actually taking adventures. So they often prefer books, and also some people like to travel in their head. So they like to imagine things rather than going directly to somewhere. So that's my opinion.
Do people prefer adventure novels or adventure movies?
I would say that nowadays, especially for youngsters, for teenagers, even myself, people often prefer adventure movies, because these days it's the visual stimulation that keeps people entertained. And it's kind of sad to see that people don't really have the patience to read an entire book anymore. Yeah.
What kinds of people don't like to take adventures?
I think that there are some specific personalities of people who don't really enjoy adventures. Maybe they are often risk averse, and they don't like to take risks. Some people just want to stay in their comfort zone. So they often do everything that is the things that they are often comfortable with, and they just don't really want to travel to any place or to anything more dangerous. Yeah, they just want something that is within their realm of knowledge, and basically just maybe at home or something.
That's the end of the speaking test. Thank you so much.